morning and welcome to Village in Motion. I'm your host, Marcia Boyles, and I'm delighted this morning to begin this segment of Village in Motion with dining services. And joining us today are two folks that many of you already know. Jason Healey is our Assistant Manager of Dining Services. Welcome, Jason. We're glad to have you.
Thank you.
And we have a returning restaurant manager, whom I will have you introduce,
Sure.
Jason.
So for everyone, if you remember Michelle, she used to work here how many years ago?
About 6 now.
About 6. So she's coming back, new last name, so Michelle Ayler, who we're very excited to have as our new general manager of Woodland Skies. Now with that, because we have a general manager currently in Woodland Skies named Troy Jordan. He's going to spend this next week with Michelle, kind of onboarding her and getting her introduced to the team and the residents. And then starting on the 12th, Troy is going to be transferring to the Jefferson and the Bistro in Hunter's Crossing. So he'll be taking on the general manager role there starting on the 12th. So if you need anything in the next week at Hunter's Crossing, please still contact me. I still will be the acting GM up there. Become the 12th, Troy will transition up there. So we're very excited to have Michelle with us. I'll give Michelle a second to kind of just talk about herself and coming back here to Greenspring.
Thank you. So my name is Michelle Ayler, just like Jason told you. So I spent 6 years here at Greenspring. I started as a student. I graduated from Hayfield High School.
Oh, you were actually a server.
I was actually a server and a
sake.
service coach, yeah. So I started at 15 years old. So I've spent a lot of years here, and I actually started in Woodland Skies. So walking through the doors again was a little just eerie, but it was really exciting. So. Yeah.
And you've been at Asby Ponds in the meantime.
Yes. So I spent 6 years here, went over there, got promoted as a supervisor, spent a year as a supervisor, and then next 5 years as assistant general manager, a short time as the interim general manager, and decided to come back this way. I have 2 young kids, so being closer to home's really important to me.
All right. Well, welcome back.
Thank you.
We're very happy to have Michelle as part of the family again.
Yeah.
So we do have a lot going on in dining services. So I do want to try to cover all this. First of all, we are super excited. This upcoming Thursday, we will have our entire Fireside Kitchen team back in Fireside Kitchen, which is awesome, right?
How long has it been?
They would say too long, but
Yes.
but we're probably we shut that kitchen down kind of right after Thanksgiving, so it's been a decent amount of time. That team's kind of in that transition period now, and we do have a lot going on in Town Center. So besides them moving back into the kitchen, coming the following Tuesday, the 14th, the cafe is actually going to be shutting down. So the cafe is shutting down for renovation. We will be doing a kind of a pop-up cafe in the Fireside dining room for lunch. So you'll be able to come in and get your salad, get a deli sandwich, be able to get your hot items, and you can come in just kind of like the cafe. If you want to come and grab something to sit down and eat, you're more than welcome to do that. If you want to grab your carry-out, you can do that as well. For dinner time, we have a large number of carry-outs that take place in the cafe. So with that being closed, we're converting the private dining room in the Fireside for just carry-out. So you would come in through the hallway. We'll have signage and people there.
Right.
You'll come in, you'll get all of your items, you'll go out through the main Fireside dining room, and then there'll be your condiments and things like that nature, and then you would leave through the dining room. So with that, we'll be able to handle the volume of carryout that we normally did. If you want to sit and eat your meal.
Pretty much the same menu?
For the cafe, we're going to try to keep everything about as consistent as possible. The only thing we really lose is the large number of grill items, because obviously we can't maintain that.
You're not going to attempt to have any kind of a grill.
No, we can't. We can't have a grill out in the dining room. That wouldn't work. We are going to run a grill special, so they'll make some hot dogs that day or hamburgers, and we'll have all that posted in menus so people can know. The team's really been working hard on that. But it is a lot of transition. So it's back in the kitchen, now you got to go to this new one. And so because of all that, we have a short window where we have all of our kitchens running and all of our dining rooms. So on this upcoming Friday, the 10th, we are running kind of a thank you night of high prime items. It's a specialty menu. We'll have complimentary wine in the lobbies. So we really are taking this small window and opportunity to say thank you to everyone for the transition. We get a 2-second breather, and then we're right back into a new transition.
All right, that's Friday night.
Yeah, Friday night is the thank you dinner. So that'll be in all dining venues. So we'll have something special in all of them. So you can go to whichever one that you prefer. If the menu is not posted in the weekly menu, we will have those posted at the host stand so you can see what they're offering for that night. So with the cafe shutting down on Tuesday, the next piece of information to let people know.
Do you have any idea how long the cafe will be shut
The
down?
cafe, I think we'll have a better idea when we get in there. When I say that is when you take walls down, when you take flooring out, you kind of get to see a little bit more. So I think right now they've estimated 6 to 7 months. Because there's wall restructure, there's a restructure. So there's new equipment and lining. We're looking at plumbing and electric. It's a complete overhaul, but we will have a beautiful cafe when it's all said and done. And it's kind of part of that whole repositioning project there. Obviously, we hope it's a lot faster than that, but that's kind of our long-term anticipation goals. And we'll be giving monthly updates, through Coffee with the Exec and through our focus groups and things like that. The next piece is Woodland Skies dining room, just their dining room, not their kitchen, nothing else. We'll be getting kind of an overall facelift, carpets, chairs, tables. We'll be redoing the walls. Because of that, we will have service for Woodland Skies in the Akatink room downstairs.
All right.
So you'll come up here. We'll still have our host stand up here. And then when your table's available, you'll actually take the elevator or stairs, depending on your preference, down to the Akatink room, and then they'll seat you down there. So we'll have the lobby and the waiting area up here.
All right. Actually, elevator tours, plural.
Well, yes, on this side. The other elevator, we need to run food.
Oh, all right.
So we're going to kind of
back to what elevator?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll have that over there. So we're going to be sending people down, and it kind of staggers too, which helps
All right.
with service.
So people will be sitting in the lobby waiting for their
Correct.
to be called.
And just so people know, carry out will stay the same. It'll be up here.
Oh,
You'll
it
be able to
will.
pick up here and deliver.
All
So
right.
carry out stays the same. We'll also look at, because it being a limited menu and because of it being limited seating, I think we're going to be 80 to 100 seats, where right now we're 190. We are going to look at increasing the number of carryouts that we do to be able to accommodate for that. And then also we have the other restaurants as well.
All right, but a more limited menu.
Yeah, and that is only budgeted for 3 to 4 weeks. So our goal is really by the end of the month to be back in Woodland Skies with a beautiful new dining room, and we'll have our menu then. Worst case scenario, by 4th of July, we'd be up and running and have a great cookout. And those are some things we're going to look at too. So that's a lot of construction. We also have, other stuff going on in the month. So tomorrow is Movie on the Green. So we're showing Ocean's 8, which is an awesome movie. We're doing a cookout theme menu. So if you want to come and use your flex meal, we're going to have burgers and hot dogs and chicken on our new grill and smoker, because we're going to be doing more barbecue this year. We heard last year how much people love it, so we want to have more offerings. If you came to Woodland this past week, we had the smoked brisket on the menu, which was a huge hit. Every day I'd come in and end up getting a plate and coming home smelling like smoke. My wife was very upset, but it was awesome. So we have that. The 15th is National Chocolate Chip Cookie Day. And then the Memorial Day, we will have special hours and specialty menus for Memorial Day on that 27th. And how could I forget? Because I just spoke about my wife. Mother's Day is on the 12th. We will have limited hours and specialty menus on that 12th as well.
All right.
All right.
Well, my goodness, a lot going on
It
here.
is a lot. It is a lot going on. So.
All right. And I see our time is winding down here. Anything else you'd like to announce at this point?
I think the main thing is really just a huge thank you from dining administration to not only our residents who have been great during this transition, and we're hoping to continue to be great during our more transitions coming down the road, but also our staff too. I think our staff has done an amazing job, whether it be transporting food, working in another environment, and the same thing will be happening through this. So I think as one community and working in collaboration, not only can we get through these little hardships, but we get great things at the end. We get these beautiful kitchens, and I hope people got to go on the kitchen tour. We will have a beautiful new dining room.
Yes.
We'll have a beautiful new cafe. And does anyone remember doing renovations on their own home? It is kind of bad during it, but you're very happy at the end of it, and that's kind of where we're at. So we're seeing the end of some tunnels, and we're starting some new ones. So just an overall giant thank you.
It seems to me that you have covered the basic necessities for residents very well with this. Now, I don't know how it's going to work, of course, but it sounds like you've done a lot of planning.
And with that, I do always tell people, anytime we do something new, we go in with a plan. That plan is a little flexible, and because we need to get the feedback and actually see what our residents' wants and needs are, so we can adjust that plan, and also what works and doesn't work for our staff. So it's a real balancing act. All of the teams that have been involved, I think, have done a great job of communicating with residents, communicating with staff, and being flexible in our kind of overall operational plan.
Well, the plan sounds good.
Good.
We'll hope it works equally successfully. Both of you, thank you for coming in today.
Thank you.
This update was extremely helpful.
Thank you.
So.
And if you have any questions, ask any of the restaurants. They can give you advice, or ask dining administration. We're always here to help.
All right, excellent.
Thank you.